Chris Melvin here with the Shore's Best Football Camp 2014 tight end MVP, Marcus Ademilola from Jackson, formerly of Jackson Memorial, now of Wyoming Seminary School. You were out here last year, but last year you were 6'2", 190 pounds. Now you're what?
I'm 6'4", 210, so I grew 2 inches. Last year was like a coming up year. This is my prep year right now. Let's get bigger, stronger, faster. Overall, this is my prep year, so I want more scholarships, of course, scholarships, but another year to get stronger, faster, quicker, and learn the game more, because I'm so new to the game.
Let's talk about when I saw you yesterday, you came out and you told me that you had a surprise waiting for you. Let's talk about that surprise.
The surprise was yesterday morning. I was on the phone with Coach Rozzi from Rutgers and Coach Fraser from Rutgers. I went to the camp last week on Saturday. I ran 4.56, so it was really good. I weighed in at 210, and then at the end of the day, I got interviewed and everything. Yesterday morning, I got a call, and then they really officially offered me a scholarship from Rutgers University.
Yeah, that's evident of the hard work that you put in, not just as a great student, which you are, which I know you have a tremendous GPA and SAT score, but just as a hard worker, as an athlete, which I commend you on that. So congratulations on that, and I wish you luck. Lakewood's, Darrell Reed, going to be a senior next year. Darrell, you don't have a lot of attention right now, but you've been out here for going on 4 days at the Shore's Best Football Camp. You opened up some eyes. A lot of the coaches love you as a football player, not just as a linebacker, but also as a tight end. And you also line up as a defensive lineman. Let's talk about your experience so far.
My experience has been just trying to be athletic, trying to impress every coach that I possibly can. Like, a lot of players fall through the cracks, and I'm just trying to be one that can make it far while furthering my education at the same time, Coach.
All right. Going to talk to well, let's talk about your offers. What do you have on the table so far?
Right now I got an offer from Bryant University up in Rhode Island. Rhode Island.
What are you expecting? How do you feel your recruiting is going to, do you think it's going to enhance? How do you feel about this camp?
I feel like I feel like due to this camp and my upcoming senior year, my recruiting should definitely enhance.
Okay, and I agree. Manny Bowen, the Barnegat Bengals. I think I probably met you about 3 years ago at a camp, and you were outstanding that day I saw you. I guess 3 or 4 years later, now you're one of the top players in the country. I think you're the top player in the state. I could be wrong. I haven't been wrong yet, I don't think, but I can be wrong. But as far as what you've exhibited as a football player over the years, this past season, and more importantly today at this camp, it's not a question in my mind that you're one of the top players in the country. How did your recruiting go? And I'll let you elaborate on the rest about your recruiting.
Yes, sir. Throughout this process, it was a little shaky in the beginning. I wasn't sure where I stood with the recruiting process. I was told that I wouldn't have an offer. I was told that I would have a chance of getting offers, but it's all due to education and raising the GPA and excelling in the classroom. Those were one of the main priorities for me this year. Once I got that done, it was from there when I received my first offer from Kansas, when Charlie Weiss personally came to the school and offered me. And, from that moment, that was a moment I'll never forget. And from there is when I started to excel in the recruiting process, and that started racking up more offers from offers such as Alabama, Penn State, big schools like that. And, it's just a great thing to be recognized by those schools for all your hard work. And, when people say you amount to nothing and you end up showing them wrong, it's just a great feeling. And I'm going to keep progressing. This isn't the end of the road for me, and I'm going to keep working hard and getting to where I need to be.
Hey, man, let's talk about spoke about offers. How many offers did you receive?
I believe I received about 34 FBS offers.
34?
Yeah.
Did your recruiting end, or is it still in transition?
My recruiting ended because I committed, and I know where I'm going, and I closed that out real fast because I'm committed to my school. That's my family right now. I know where I'm heading. Penn State, we are. So I'm not interested in anybody else. That's my home.
Penn State, future Penn State.
Yes, sir.
Nice work. How do you feel about the camp?
This is a great camp. Got to meet a lot of friends and hopefully future teammates, because there's a lot of good talent out here. You know, coping with a lot of kids from around the shore and seeing a lot of unnoticed talent is a great thing. I came out here and competed with a lot of kids, wasn't expecting a lot out of them, but, you know, I got some work, and that's a great thing. You know, it just goes to show that the shore really is underestimated, and colleges need to open up their eyes and start seeing the talent that's around here.
Hey, love having you out here.
Yeah.
And you're exemplifying some great, not just ideas for the youth, and you're giving them some type of insight because people pretty much ruled you out years ago, but you made it. You know, you still got a ways to go. You know, no one's perfect, but you've made it to the point of where you wanted to be, a point to where a lot of individuals your age didn't have the opportunity. So I commend you on that.
Yeah.
Speaking of youth, we have a young man over here. Karan Laws Jr. from Long Branch. Saw you a couple weeks ago working out when I was working out some NFL college guys out there on the turf, and you decided to come out there and work out. How do you feel about today's camp, and what's your inspiration? What's your goal in life?
You know, I want to go far. I want to go to the NFL. You know, you have to work hard in order to do that. So that's why I was working out and stuff. You know.
Well, how's the camp? I know there's a lot of things that you could be doing at this age. Could be at home playing Xbox. I'm not sure what you prefer. Xbox, PS4, whatever. What do you prefer? What do you prefer?
PS4.
What's your favorite favorite game?
Madden.
What's your team?
Eagles.
Why?
No, like shady. Like yeah. Yeah.
All right. How's school going for you?
School's going good. I started off, I was okay, but then I started, to study more, and then I got my grades up. So yeah, my mom was proud of me because she wanted my grades to get up. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna start studying. Started raising my hand more in class, and then got better grades.
And that's coming from you. How old are you?
11.
11 years old. That's those are some big words for a youth individual your age. So I commend you on that. You as an athlete, what do you judge yourself? How do you feel you are as a football player?
Well, I feel good because I work out with like older kids, and that makes me feel good. So.
What was your best game last season?
Against Neptune.
What did you do?
I scored 90. I had a 95-yard touchdown.
Anything else? Was that it?
No, I had another one against this team called was it Pinelands. I had 3 touchdowns, but one got called back.
That's going to happen in your career. All right, again, this is Chris Melvin at the Shore's Best Football Camp. We have a lot of talent out here, and St. John Erskine just happens to be not just one of the top talents in the Shore, but one of the top talents in the state. St. John, I'm going to give you the mic. I want you to tell us how your recruiting is going and how you feel about coming out here to the Shore's Best.
Yeah, I mean, recruiting's going great. I have 5 offers right now from Miami, UMass, Yale, Colgate, Bucknell. And the recruiting process for me has really been trying to get the best education I can through playing football. So.
Let's talk about your experience out here at the Shore's Best Football Camp thus far.
Oh, it was great. I mean, there's a lot of great players out here. We're competing, we're getting after it, and we're working hard.
Do you have any type of idea when you're going to make a decision?
No, a lot of my decisions are going to be based on like SAT scores and stuff, considering how high an education I am. So it's going to be a big process of working out where I could fit into like the Ivy League bands and Patriot League stuff.
All right. Coach Rob Davis is one of the top coaches, I feel, not just the Shore, but the state. And he also does a great job helping you guys out recruiting. It's evident when you have one guy, Mandy Bowen, is going to Penn State, another by the name of Sam Madden, offensive lineman, is going to Wisconsin. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's not only a great scheme coach, but he does a great job. He goes the extra mile with recruiting. I mean, in my senior class, we're going to have 9 or 10 players go play college football, which is absolutely amazing, and that's 100% on the behalf of Coach Davis, who just does everything for us.
We got Xavier Young here, who's pretty much coming out here to pretty much put to be in the spotlight, becoming a spotlight, because not too many people, not too many colleges know about you. How do you feel the recruiting process is going for you?
It's going a lot better from last year. I'm having a few looks here and there, and me and Coach Davis, we're picking it apart together, seeing which will be the best fit for me.
How's your grades?
My grades are good. I'm have a 3.3, 3.4s, and I'm trying to get up higher. I'm taking SATs again to get better.
How's the Shore's Best going for you thus far?
Excuse me?
How's the short best competition-wise, the entire camp?
Honestly, it's amazing here. Like, there's a lot of great linemen out here. You know, the drills they're great. You know, there's a lot of footwork, and that's really what you need to go to the next level.
Okay. We're going to pass the microphone over here to Ocean Township's running back, Tyler Thompson. Tyler, you've been outstanding and a starter for Ocean Township. Coach Donnie Klein, who's also a great friend of mine, a great coach, for some time. Dating back, you're going to be a junior next year, which I just stated. Yeah. So I compare you to a guy named Noah Marino, which I don't want to jump the gun yet. Still have a long way to go. But how do you feel you are as a football player?
Well, I feel real good because I got the opportunity that most players don't really get because there's always like a better running back, and I got to get there my freshman year, get a little time, get my name out there, and everybody's been like real welcoming, like this camp. There's a lot of real competition out here I've never known about, so it's real good being out here with the guys and stuff.
I know you have a few offers on the table thus far. Who do you have so far?
UVA, Syracuse, Vanderbilt, Pitt, Monmouth. Temple. Okay. My progression is going up a lot because most of the drills we've been doing out here I've never even seen before. Okay. So it's working on my footwork a lot.
I'm here with Neptune's quarterback / receiver / defensive back, Mr. Royal Moore. I'm here with Monmouth Regional's defensive back. I think you played defense end last year?
Last year.
Yeah. So we'll elaborate on that later on. But we're with Darrell Gamble, who's going to be a senior. Royal Moore is going to be a senior, and Mr. Anthony Brown from St. John Vianney, one of the top quarterbacks in the state, not a question in my mind, who's going to be a junior. I'm going to start here with, on my left side, I'm going to start with Royal Moore, who is one of the most outstanding athletes, not just in the shore, but in the state. Still got a lot of work to do, and that's I know guys that I work with in the NFL that have a lot of work to do, so that's nothing common. But you still got a lot of work to do to improve and enhance your abilities. How do you feel that your season went last year, and what are your goals for the upcoming season?
For the 10-1 record this year, I want to do the same thing, but go undefeated and go back to the States. Going into this season, we have to regroup. There's a whole new team. Everybody left it from this year. So we have to just regroup, come together, and produce a good season.
Just elaborate on you. Let's elaborate on your progression here at the Shore's Best. You had an outstanding season last season as a defensive back and quarterback. You made All-Shore and I believe All-State as a defensive back. Let's talk about your progression here at the Shore's Best.
My progression here, I just think I need my speed. I think I need to get my speed up. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of stuck. But I think I just need to produce on and off the field, school, and on the field, just get my speed up. That's all I'm focused on this year.
All right. I'm going to go to my far right, Mr. Anthony Brown, who I must say, you were here last year, went home with an award, but I think you're probably about 5'11", 5'10". Now you're about 6'2", grew a couple inches, got a little wider, and your arms gotten stronger. Let's talk about Anthony Brown. Let's talk about your schoolwork. How are you academically?
I have three right now, and try to finish up the school year strong. It wasn't hard. I like school.
Did you receive any honors in the last couple of weeks?
Yes, I got inducted to the National Honor Society, and I got. Wait. You can't tell me to look my lips.
Yeah, man, you had some white on your mouth.
And I got honor roll, permanent honor roll for school year.
Let's talk about Anthony Brown let's talk about you as a quarterback. You didn't play quarterback that much as expected last season. Let's talk about your expectations as a quarterback for St. John Vianney. Coach Mark Chickatell.
I expect to do a lot this year because our offense is going to be very mobile. We're going to score a lot of points. Running, passing, all of it.
Guys exhausted, I know. You know, this is a break for you guys, and we're doing an interview. But you guys are warriors, and that's why you're standing here with me in front of this camera. So it's Darrell Gamble, 6'2", 190 pounds, run about a 4.5, 4.4. Played out of position last year, but you've come to this. Came to the camp to showcase your talents as a defensive back and as a receiver, and that's exactly what you did. You have a 3.4 GPA, around that range. Numbers-wise in the classroom, you're top-notch. Talent-wise on the football field, you're top-notch. How do you feel How do you feel about yourself as a football player?
I feel that I improved a lot over the last couple of years. I worked very hard in the weight room and with my team. I owe it all to all my coaches and my teammates. They helped me progress as a player and get better, and we help each other each and every day. And yeah.
Again, you've been out here all 4 days. There's about 5, 6 teams schools that brought their entire football teams out here to the 4-day camp. Today's my elite day, so we had another about 50 players that came out, and you're all donning my green shirts. I must say, look quite lovely. How do you feel you've done so far at the camp?
I feel like I've done very well at the camp. I've gotten a lot of reps, and I feel like I've improved my game a lot from just being here these 4 days. I hope to continue this type of work that's here throughout the summer, and just continue to get better each and every day.
And I like how you ended on that note, the fact that you want to continue to get better, because that's something that I have a great deal of respect in, and I have a lot of confidence in the fact that you will get it done, because I think that you're that type of player. Going into camp, I've heard your name, didn't know what type of talent you delivered or what type of individual you were, but today's the 4th day, and it's evident that you're definitely not just a humble young man. You're a great student, but you're also a tremendous talent at the defensive back position. So I'm expecting some big things for Darrell Gamble from Miami Regional. Chris Melvin here at the 2014 Sure Best Football Camp, Chris Melvin Elite Day.